What's up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. For this Tuesday, October 13th, 2020, I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here today. I'm quite aware you could have been anywhere in this world today. I know you could have been anywhere in this world today. And I'm so excited you're here with me. And I appreciate that. And more importantly, I appreciate you. So welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my good friends, on this 65-degree weather here in New York City. Who we have here? We got Charlie Nelson joining us. What's going on, Charlie? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Speaking of my man, Charlie Nelson. Charlie, keep on doing what you're doing. I'm loving your countdown. We're at day 21, I believe it is. And the great thing that my man Charlie does is he breaks down not only the countdown, but he gives you facts about what's going on in this administration. And the great thing I like about what Charlie is doing is Charlie doesn't lean you towards, voting for either candidate. He's just laying out the facts and he's just letting you know, come on, America, we got this. So, Charlie, keep up the good work, my man. We do got this and we got you, my man. We got you. As Charlie says, great to see you, Russ. I appreciate that. No problem. I'm always here to support, Charlie. Always here to support you, my man. Hey, so ladies and gentlemen, before we begin the show, we got an action-packed show today. Before we begin the show, I would like to go over my intentions for the show. And my intentions, they never waver from week to week. My intentions is to give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life's transition. So that's what we do here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, I know you're wondering, why does Russ have shades on today? Well, a couple of things, guys. I'm nursing an eye injury. I had a broken blood vessel last week. Doesn't hurt. If anybody out there might have a home remedy to repair a broken blood vessel in the eye, please let me know. I've been doing stuff. I know it's been lasting over a week, so I don't want to put everybody, the viewers out there, taking a look at my eye. I don't want to scare people. I have young kids at home watching, so that's why I got the sunglasses. But again, these aren't prescriptions, so I'm having a tough time reading, so I might have to switch over to my glasses eventually. But that's what I'm having, a little issue with my eye. And a couple of things, guys, to clear up any rumors. No, I did not get in a fight with number 45. No, I did not get into a fight or scuffle with any of 45's supporters or followers. And the reason why I use followers, because it seems like this president has like Jim Jones-ish type of followers, cultish things. I don't know, but I digress. Oh, man, I can't tell you the last time I got into a fight. Well, actually, I do remember the last time I got in a fight. I believe I was in 5th grade. And I remember it was just a one-shot deal in which I got in an argument with the young man. Some words were exchanged. I remember giving him a little nudge, and then from there, right hook to the jaw, game over. That was the last fight I've had. That was when I was in 5th grade, so I'm not a fighter. I am definitely not a fighter, but that's the issues I got with the eyes, and that's the reason why I'm having these shades on. So, but again, I'm gonna have to convert to my glasses because I can't see a damn thing with these shades. I need a prescription, I guess, for these shades. But again, I have to do that some other time. But hey, we got Chris B. Williams joining us, famously of Uncle Smoothie's Corner. Uncle Smoothie's Corner. Have you guys seen this show? Now, again, Chris is like my brother. Chris is my brother. Hey, this is my brother, man. So again, Smooth, we got to bring Uncle Smoothie's Corner back. I know you were doing it during the NBA Finals. We got to make this a daily segment. The streets is calling for us, Smooth. You're moving up in the charts. I see you out there, Smooth. I see you. Even with these shades, I see you out there. Uncle Smoothie's Corner. Stay tuned for that, Smooth. You got to keep that going, brother. You got to keep that going. We got to keep that going. The streets wants Uncle Smoothie's Corner. All right? We got to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, no guest today. But again, I want to do something different today. And I don't know if you saw my post. I want to have a transition potluck episode. This is the transition potluck episode. And, oh my God, I got to see them get my glasses on. Maybe I'll step away from the camera. That way you guys won't see. But we're going to do this today, guys. We're going to have a potluck episode in which this episode is all about you, Transition Army. This is all about you and the topics and the questions that you want to discuss tonight. Again, so that's what it is about a potluck. Potluck you bring to the table. You don't have my table open. My table is empty right now. Bring all your stuff. Bring all your potluck conversation to the table tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We can talk about topics that you want to talk about, questions you might have for me. Maybe I can help you answer them or what have you. But I just want you to pull up. Food for thought. Okay? Again, like I mentioned earlier, nothing is off limits tonight about the topics and the conversation and the questions. Nothing is off limits. All you got to do, Transition Army, is just send your topic, type your topic in the comment bar, and then we'll talk about it. Okay? So again, this is all about you. This is potluck. This is the potluck episode. I know we got Thanksgiving coming up shortly, but today is Thanksgiving here on Transition Tuesdays. The potluck episode. I want to talk about things that affect you. Okay? So Charlie says, I'm getting in early. Diehard Timberwolves fan. Did you take who do you take at number one? Okay. Oh, okay. So, do the Timberwolves, Charlie, do they have the number one pick this year? I guess they do. The Timberwolves. Who do you pick? Okay. Who do I pick if I'm on the board for that? I would choose the kid from Dayton. His name escapes me right now, but athletic kid. I think he can remedy what you guys lost with the kid who went to Golden State. Man, his name is escaping me too. I don't know what it is, but yeah, go with the kid from Dayton. Very proven player. He did his thing at the University of Dayton. They were undefeated at the time before the pandemic hit. They're probably going to do well in the tournament. And he's an athletic kid. He's a young kid. I think he was just a sophomore. He was coming out, but he was clearly like the best player in the country this year. Oh yeah, thank you, Charlie Wiggins. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. Wow, how soon they forget, right? Andrew Wiggins, who is now at Golden State, who's going to help them immensely, I believe. So now, Cat, he needs that counterpart. He needs that go-to kid. Maybe he needs that young man that we talked about to help out. So that's what I would do, Charlie. I would draft a kid from Dayton. And again, if anybody knows his name, please help me out. Please help me out. Please help me out. But I know he's a great player, young player, athletic as all get out. And I would use that guy to help build on a franchise, especially in the Timberwolves. Obi Toppins, thank you so much, Smooth. Appreciate you, brother. See, that's what Smooth does on Uncle Smooth's Corner. He listens and he gives out the information. Thank you, Uncle Smooth. Appreciate you, Uncle Smooth's Corner. Keep it up, Smooth. You better do it. You better do it. You better not stop now. You better not stop now. We got Salvi, I believe, joining us. Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. My apologies if I'm mispronouncing your name, but I'm so glad that you're here, and I believe you're a newbie, so welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Love having you. Yes. So, again, this is the potluck episode. What's on your mind? Topics that you want to discuss. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight. We got Bill Mahaffey joining us from Johnston's Finest joining us. What's up, Billy? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. So, as we wait for potluck, again, I got my table spread out. Got no food on the table. Waiting for the potluck to come so we can talk about it. We can eat. We can have some food for thought. But in the event, no one brings a potluck dish topic to discuss, just in the event, I could talk about some things that, I want to talk about and keep you guys abreast on and all that good stuff in the meantime while we're waiting. Now I could do that. So let's do that. So, full transparency, everybody. Okay, I just want to make this announcement. Full transparency. I recently was working on a top secret mission. A top secret mission. And Smooth says, does 45 have a chance? We're going to go over that, Smooth. Hold on one second, brother. But I just wanted to just talk about what I was going to just bring up really quick, and then we'll move on. We'll get to your potluck question. So I was on a covert mission these past couple of months. Top secret mission, which I wasn't able to talk about, but I can now because that mission is over for me. I recently was a supervisor for the U.S. Census. I was a supervisor for the U.S. Census, and what a great and humiliating, a humbling experience being a supervisor for the U.S. Census. And for everybody out there, I'm hoping everybody completed their census. And if you didn't, there's still time, but you got to get this done, ladies and gentlemen. So again, I was a supervisor for the U.S. Census. You have those people who will knock on your doors. So you probably got knocked on your doors, doors knocked on. If you didn't fill out your census via the internet or by mail, these people that came to your door, they were called numerators, and they will take in your information, which is a 10-minute interview. And so my job for the U.S. Census as a supervisor was I was able to supervise those numerators. And man, I just want to give a shout out to all those enumerators I was able to supervise. I mean, they went beyond the call of duty here in Queens. Man, we got it all done. We are 100% completed. We did it with the census. So I just want to shout out to my team of enumerators. I mean, again, they went throughout the call of duty. I mean, they were out here in COVID-19, PPEs. They were PPE'd up, which is great. They followed the protocol. They followed the great training instructions that the census provides. And they really did the job. It was a mission accomplished. And it was just my duty, my civic duty. I said for myself to be a supervisor, being involved in this process, because this process is so important about the census. So again, if you haven't done so, it's so important because it deals with the infrastructure of your neighborhood, of your communities. It deals with the election process. It deals with the smallest things from potholes in your community. The census is vital. The census is needed. And just think about this, guys. If you're not counted by the census, that means you don't count. So make sure you completed the census, and make sure if those people are knocking your doors, those numerators, make sure you answer the doors. Take that 10-minute interview, okay? It only happens once every 10 years. And I just was so proud to be a part of the process, on my covert mission as a supervisor with the census. So again, shout out to those enumerators who I was able to supervise and throughout the whole New York census. I mean, not U.S. Census. So I really appreciated my time there. So I just, I couldn't tell anybody about it because it was a covert mission, but I was proud to be a part of that process. And again, that's the two-step process that we got to deal with. Okay, the first one is completing the census. The second one is voting. Okay, so one down, one more to go. So who else we got? We got John Lee joining us. What's going on, John? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friend, my Jasper buddy. Now, getting back to what Uncle Smoothie said of Uncle Smoothie's Corner. He says, does 45 have a chance? Everybody has a puncher's chance, Smooth, Everybody has a puncher's chance. I think personally, just you and I conversing, I think he doesn't have a chance. I think he's going to be a knockout during the polls. I mean, hey, look. There's been 9 million people who have early voted already. Okay, I don't think they're early voting to get this guy reinstated. So I don't think he has a chance. That's just me personally. But again, with all this, the shenanigans and the okie doke going about, he does have a puncher's chance because of that. And but again, my opinion, I don't think he has a chance. I think we talk about this is the potluck episode, right? In which, you ever get the feeling, this is how I feel with this situation. You ever get the feeling with number 45, like if you eat a lot at a table and you're full and you're stuffed, right? Let's say you're at a restaurant. Let's say at a restaurant, I forget the name of the restaurant, but there's a restaurant that serves you every time you hand up your card, and they bring you more food. And they just keep bringing you more food. Just keep showing your card. You bring more food. I'm at the point with this number 45 guy, which I've had enough to eat. Like, I've heard everything that's about to go on. So I'm trying to just say, stop, hold up. Just pull myself away from the table. I've had enough. I've had enough to eat. I've been overstuffed. I've been oversaturated what he's trying to sell to me. I've been seeing what the trickery is going on with this. So I'm about that. I think, because of that and because of what I was just mentioning, to answer your question, Uncle Smoothie, he does have a puncher's chance, but I don't see it happen. I just see Biden again. We got like another 21 days. Just make sure Biden stays clean. No problems, no issues. Before this. So, again, I think he can take out number 45. That's just my take on it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he has a fighting chance? We got Keisha for the DMV joining us. What's going on, Keisha? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Potluck episode in which this is all about you, my friends, Transition Army. We're going to talk about the topics and the questions that you have. We're going to discuss those tonight. So I started the potluck by talking about how I was on my covert mission and how I worked for the U.S. Census as a supervisor. Great experience. So we talked about that. My man, Uncle Smooth, brought out this number 45 have a chance. What do you think, Smooth? Does he have a chance? What do you think, sir? What do you think? Do you think he has a chance? You know what I mean? I tell you what, though, guys. If you see Charlie Nelson's posts that he does every day, number 21, this is day 21. If you read Charlie Nelson's posts, and if you follow what he's saying we got this, this guy doesn't have a chance in my book. And that's coming from the straight that Charlie Nelson is posting of facts. So facts are important. Facts are important. Propaganda is not. And we're seeing a lot of this propaganda with this particular president. So I don't, we're going to see. But again, we got to get out there and vote. He does. So again, so Smooth, to really go into your question too as well. While waiting to see, does you think he has a fighting chance? We got my man Tony G, fresh off a Laker championship. I know Tony G is one of the biggest Laker fans. So Tony G is joining us today. Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, Tony. So, what was I talking about? So I was talking about number 45, does he have a chance? So, again, he will have a chance if we don't go out there collectively vote. He will have a fight, and not only he will have an enormous chance to win if we don't go out there and vote in the masses, okay? But I think America is taking care of that because, like I mentioned, 9 million people have early voted thus far. And I think they're supposed to say that number is supposed to grow to at least 20 million. Well, I said 9,000. I meant 9 million, okay? And that number is supposed to grow for early election when that ends. So that's supposed to grow to at least 20,000 people. And I think when people vote early, they're not voting to re-elect somebody. They're voting to get somebody out of there and, go from there. So, we're going to see. We're going to definitely see. But we got to go out there and vote. You got to do your two civic duties that you have as Americans, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, complete the census. And number 2, vote. Vote, vote, vote. And again, and I say this too, guys, in terms of the voting, you have to have a game plan. I talk about transition game plans all the time. My book is titled Transition Game Plan, right? Transition game plan right here, right? So you have to have a game plan to vote, okay? You got to have a game plan to vote. So important. I mean, I talked to my mom recently, and we got Karen joining us. What's going on, Karen? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. So, here's my mom's game plan, Miss May. And my mom says hello to everybody out there. My mom had a game plan. And her game plan was she did absentee ballot voting. So she got her ballot in and she filled it out. And I delivered it to the post office from her. I delivered it directly to the post office. I didn't put it in the mailbox. We don't have any those boxes that you can drop your mails in. We don't have that here in New York. At least I haven't seen it here in Queens. So again, I didn't want to take anything by chance. So I went to the post office and handed it to the clerk. And I asked the clerk, I said, ma'am, I said, what do you do with these voting ballots? What do you do? And the clerk told me, she says, well, we have these bins right here that we itemize it and it goes in there. So I know exactly my mom's vote was counted there. She had a game plan. So again, have a game plan to vote. It's so important. So if you're going to do absentee, do that. Make sure you registered. Make sure you're registered voter, okay? Check, and double check. Just make sure that you're a registered voter. Okay, like a person like myself, I'm going to vote in person. because I'm not going to be intimidated by, this president's rhetoric saying like, hey, look, if you don't vote this and that and the third, things are going to happen. Nah, that's just giving me more incentive to vote in person. So that's my game plan. I'm going to be there in person. I'm expecting to have a long wait. Okay. So I've been seeing, especially in Georgia, it was like 7 to 8 hour waits just to vote. And that's early voting. But hey, they stuck it out. They had a game plan and they did it. So I recommend everybody out there have a game plan to vote because it is so It's so important. So important. Uncle Chris says he, meaning he's number 45, he gets hammered in this one. 25-point blowout. He did it to himself. What do you mean by that, Smooth? He did it to himself. What do you mean? Like by him getting coronavirus? Do you think that's how did that do him in? Or what do you mean by that, Smooth? But hey, I don't know. From your lips to God's ears, I would say that, Smooth. I would definitely say that. Again, if we do the right thing by voting, it should be a blowout. It should be a blowout. We got J. Edna Nola joining us. What's going on, J. Edna? We also got Marilyn Hahn joining us. What's going on, Marilyn? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. I believe Marilyn's a newbie, so welcome to Transition Tuesdays. And if you just joined us, like Marilyn is a new person to Transition Tuesdays, this is the potluck episode in which I'm inviting all my transition army to type in the comments bar your topics, your questions that you have tonight. Because this is all about you, my friends. This is all about you. So let's get it. Potluck episode is now. So yeah, Smooth, just hit me back, man. Let me know, what do you mean by he did it to himself? Just hit me up with that one. Hit me up with that one. And I'm hoping I'm not bothering anybody with my eye. But again, I had to take off those shades because I couldn't see it. So I got my glasses, so I'll step away a little bit from the camera a little bit. So we got Ronnie joining. What's going on, Ronnie? Welcome to Transition Tuesday, sir. I think Ronnie is a newbie as well. So welcome, Ronnie, to Transition Tuesdays. Love having you, man. Love having everybody for this important topic, man. Potluck episode. Potluck episode. Ooh, I should have got the phone, but I didn't get the phone. Phone is ringing. Somebody's probably trying to call in. I don't know what's going on. All right. Cool. Now, okay, as we wait a little bit. Ooh. And I see now that, like I mentioned earlier, we got Ronnie joining us, right? Hold on one second. Hold on one sec, guys. Let me get this phone real quick. Hang on one sec, guys. Hang on one sec. I'll be right back. Right back. Ooh. All right. Ooh. Sorry about that, guys. All right. People calling. Maybe people trying to call in. Come on. Trying to do a show here live. Come on now. So, while we're waiting for some more potluck to come in, I want to talk to Tony G. And I want to talk to everybody out there about this. The Lakers just won the championship. And I know Tony is one of the biggest Laker fans. I want to know, Tony, from you. We got Brenda joining us from the D. What up, though? What up, cuz? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. But I want to know from you, Tony G. Now, are you a sometimey Laker fan? Like you... Now you on the Laker bandwagon because they won a championship? Or was you a Laker diehard fan when Magic was there? I mean, during those times. Maybe when Wilter stood. I know you're not that old, but I'm just saying when he was there. How about when Jerry West? Were you a fan back then, or are you a sometimey fan like a lot of people out here who are now joining the bandwagon with the Lakers winning? But shout out to the Lakers. And shout out to LeBron James, man. I mean, what can you say about this guy? This guy is just like doing his thing, man. I'm telling you, for more than a vote that he's doing, that a voting initiative, which is major. Oh man, to winning a championship in his 17th year, he looks like he's in year 5 the way he plays. He keeps his body, his mind in phenomenal shape. I mean, he's dunking, he's running, he's passing, he's doing everything imaginable. In year 17, And kind of like this is year 18 for the guy because this year was the whole year, man. So it's just phenomenal what this guy has done, man, with the Lakers. And the great thing about it is, man, you know, I'm so happy that the Lakers won this year, especially for Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? With the tragedy that happened early on in the year with that. So, I'm sure Kobe is smiling down, just saying, "Oh man, we did it. You guys did it." So it's amazing, really amazing. So Smooth says, "Is Bron the GOAT now?" No way. No, Smooth, are you kidding me? No, he got some more work to do, man. And again, he's chasing that ghost. Michael Jordan is that ghost that he's chasing. He will never surpass him, even if he gets 6 titles. It's not happening, man. Michael Jackson is the GOAT, but Michael Jordan in basketball is the GOAT, bar none. I mean, LeBron got more work to do with that, Smoothie. Got more work to do. And to answer your question, Smooth says, talk about number 45, he has divided our country and the Republican Party. That's why I predict the blowout. Yeah, he's definitely caused some division. We've seen that. The Republican Party, he's definitely done that. He has definitely done that. So Uncle Smooth is saying he's going to lose by 25 or blowout. Okay. So we'll see, man. Smooth, maybe we might have to equate that to like millions of votes that he's going to be losing by. Maybe, how Hillary Clinton won. She got 3 million of the popular vote. Let's hope it's a landslide with Biden and Kamala Harris doing the same thing. We'll see. We have to see. But again, just to piggyback on what you just said, though, Smooth. Yes, he has divided this country, the Republican Party, and I think by people showing up now in droves to early voting, I think people are just saying enough is enough. People are saying enough is enough. And speaking of basketball, and speaking of Lakers, I really want to shout out the NBA and the Commissioner Silver. I mean, this guy is clearly showing you he's the best commissioner of all of sports, number one. And shout out to the Players Association, too. I mean, guys led by Chris Paul, I know they did a bang-up job. Just think about this, ladies and gentlemen. No positive coronavirus results. None. Not a one. I mean, I've heard from reliable sources. I heard everything was like Fort Knox in terms of security, and if people weren't abiding by the protocol, they shipped them in, they shipped them out. The testing was there. Man, shout out to the NBA, man, for really making it happen, letting you know. I mean, in actuality, if I'm the people in that bubble right now, I probably want to stay in that bubble because that's the safest place on the planet right now, I think, personally, than going back to your homes. But, the NBA did a bang-up job, man, with no cases of COVID-19. That is extraordinary, and it really shocked me. I knew they were going to get the season started, but no way did I think they were going to complete it. I didn't think they were going to do it. I didn't think it was going to be humanly possible, but they did it, and that comes from the tutelage of Adam Silver. And, man, I tell you, I mean, we can learn a lot. I mean, when we have, because we're still having this pandemic going on, maybe we can reach out. Maybe Fauci can reach out, and get some tips from Adam Silver in the NBA. Maybe that might be the case. I don't know, man. I just don't know. But, the NBA, a bang-up job. I mean, the Lakers winning the whole thing. I mean, those players are in that bubble for over close to 100 days. 100 days in a bubble? It's incredible. And shouts out to the fortitude of LeBron James and the Lakers, because people are saying, there should be an asterisk next to, the Lakers for winning this championship. I totally disagree with that. I think this is probably the toughest one to get, this championship. All the things they had to endure, not only, coronavirus, but the social injustices that's going on throughout the country, their hearts were, a lot of times you can tell players' hearts weren't in it, but again, they survived, man, and they were thinking about the players while they were out there performing and doing their jobs, and that's why I think, there's no asterisk towards this championship. I think it should be a gold star towards this championship that the Lakers just did in this arena, because I think this was the toughest one to get. I mean, with everything that's, not being able to see your family for a certain period of time, all that, just being committed to a championship. I think it's a gold star, not an asterisk for this championship. But, that doesn't make, but again, Smoothie, that doesn't make LeBron the GOAT now. Nah, that doesn't make him the GOAT because of this championship. I mean, he got more work to do. He has more work to do. But again, gold star for the Lakers, win a championship in these diverse, adverse conditions, which is this bubble. Gold star to the NBA and the Players Association, guys like Chris Paul, who I will predict. I'll predict this, guys, and I'm going out on a limb. I'm going on a limb right here. What I'm about to say to you here. I think when it's all said and done, when LeBron James' career is done, I can see LeBron James, and this is a GOAT move right here, and I can see this here. I can see LeBron James branching off in the NBA, creating his own league, because he's done stuff outside of basketball. I can see LeBron James branching off, doing another league, and who will be the commissioner to run it? Not Adam Silver. Chris Paul, his buddy, his banana boat brother himself. I can see that happening. You heard it here first on Transition Tuesday, the Potluck episode. You heard it here first. That can happen. It's not too far-fetched. Now, I've said some crazy things here, and a lot of times, these things do come true, especially on this Transition Tuesday. But I can definitely see that. But again, shout out to the NBA. We can learn a lot for how to handle this pandemic from the NBA, and they led the way. They have definitely led the way, man. And I know we were talking about politics earlier. I know there's 2 town meetings today. There's one, Biden has his town meeting, I believe, in Florida. And number 45 has his town meeting tonight in Pennsylvania, I believe. So the question I have for you all on this potluck episode is, if you're going to watch one, which debate or which town hall meeting are you going to watch tonight? Okay. Are you going to be like me? I'm a person who's probably going to be flipping and watching both things. But if I know the American public, I know the American public, I would imagine people are going to tune in to the entertainment of number 45. I would imagine that's going to be the case. So if they're going to, if you're going to compare the ratings of the two, I'm sure this president is going to win out tonight if they go head to head in terms of having their separate town hall meetings. I could definitely see that. And, we'll see. We'll see. But again, I just want to know which one of you guys going to watch. Which one are you guys watching in that case? Checking that out. See if anybody else joined us. Okay. So again, guys, pull up a plate on this potluck. All right. Potluck edition. Pull up a plate. I know, Karen, you're still out there. Karen, or anybody else out there, send me a question or a topic that you want to talk about. We covered a lot. I'm starting to get a little full, and to be transparent with you guys too. I'm loving the energy out there because, because of my eye situation, I was really thinking about not, just calling in sick today. Oh man, because I just wasn't really up to it throughout the whole week and stuff. I was a little down because of my eye injury and stuff like that. So, but again, I'm glad to be on here and getting the energy from my people on Transition Tuesdays, to do it, to keep going on board. So I'm glad I did it too on this potluck episode. So again, pull up a plate, send me something, send me a potluck question. Make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. In the meantime, while you're doing that, want to talk about something briefly, a little minor thing. Well, not minor, but I want to talk about it, and maybe we can have some discussion on it. A couple of things. Oh, I want to talk about Dak Prescott and his injury, man. Did everybody see that with the Cowboys? His horrific injury with his foot and ankle. Man, I tell you, when those things happen, I can't watch those things. I rarely can watch those things. I mean, the last one that I've seen was the kid from the Celtics, Haywood, when he had that horrific ankle injury. Was it 2 years ago? And that was tough to watch. And just watching Dak Prescott again. I didn't watch it. I just saw the reaction to other people, and it seemed horrific. But it's a shame. But it's just the football, especially football, I mean, you can injure it in one play. I mean, it just happens, like a really innocent play, These things happen, especially in football. But, that was horrific to see with Dak Prescott, and hopefully he'll get back, to playing again. I know he's supposed to be like 4 to 6 months in terms of rehab. He just had surgery. Surgery went well, so that's a great thing. But you hate to see that, but it's all about it's all about sport. Injuries are a part of sports, and he's going to supposed to be a free agent too. So, let's hope the Cowboys do right and re-sign him, or maybe he's not going to make as much money as he could have, but let's make sure the Cowboys do right. I mean, they're not obligated to do right. We've seen that before in the past. Do right by players, not just the Cowboys, but any other people, might have an injury like that, but, we have to wait and see. We got Star joining us from the D. What up, Doe? Welcome to Transition Tuesday, Star. And Karen says, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I feel for him. Yes, Karen, I know you root for that team, that Washington football team, I think they call themselves now. So, yeah. And Karen said his mother recently passed, and also his brother. Yeah, prayers to him. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of that, his brother recently passed away. I think it was I think he committed suicide. So, man, I know he has all this going on, and now he has to think about himself in terms of his physical health. But yeah, all prayers going up to that young man, Dak Prescott. Man, it seems like he's a leader for that team and for that franchise. So yeah, you just never know what players are going through. You just never know, outside of them performing on the fields or courts. You just never know, but they're human beings first. And, that was a human emotion that you see. You see somebody get hurt like that. And it was a human emotion by him. When he got hurt, he was carted off. You see him crying, and he's probably thinking about, like, maybe I might not, be on the field ever again. It's one of those, it felt like one of those type of cries that it seemed like, to at least to me, as a former athlete, looking at that being carted away, so, but yeah, prayers go up to that young man, because he's going through a lot, and seems like, and they say, from all reports, they said he's a great young man too. So, you hate to see that happen, but guess like they say, things happen for a reason. So, hope that all the best happens for that young man. Yep, man. Yes. Any more potluck? We need some more potluck episode going on. Any other things we could talk about before we jet out here today? Oh, hold on one second. I just one sec, guys. Oh boy, jeez. What am I doing? I'm just hitting buttons here, just with the different camera angles. My apologies, guys. My apologies. Hey, a couple of things. If we don't have anybody else, let's see if anybody else joined us. No. Okay. Want to talk about this particular topic here on the potluck episode. Had nothing to do with sports, but it's just something I just want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on. Have you guys seen the rapper Megan Thee Stallion? Have you guys seen that she alleges she was shot by rapper Tory Lanez? And the disheartening thing about this is, not only person being shot, first of all, but again, I've been seeing a lot of negative publicity on her end, saying like, why is she saying, she got shot, and she got shot by this, shot by a guy, and this and that and the third. I mean, this is kind of alarming. I want to discuss it with you guys. We got Jeannie joining us. What's going on, Jeannie Lamartina? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. So yeah, I want to talk about that because it's kind of alarming. I mean, and I remember seeing Megan Thee Stallion. She performed on Saturday Night Live last week, and she did a great performance. She talked about protecting black women, and I totally agree with that. We got to protect not only black women, but we got to protect all women. But in this case, black women. I mean, how can people denounce and come to the side of somebody who is being accused of shooting, and not the person and the victim that gets shot? I don't get this. I mean, you got some people saying like, oh, oh, he might have shot her, but what did she do to deserve that? I mean, I've been hearing nonsense like that. Like, come on, yo. I mean, it's just stupid. That's just stupid. That's just dumb thinking. It's like, why did she get shot and what did she do? No, the young lady got shot. And the young lady came out, with all this media presence, saying like, not only she got shot, but she got shot by this guy. Allegedly got shot by Tory Lanez. And again, I mean, and then you have this guy coming out with an album afterwards, talking about his innocence, stuff like that. Again, man, we gotta protect our women out here. I mean, that's the bottom line. We gotta protect our women, and it's just disheartening, man. Because if if the shoe was on the other foot, you got people. Our males, we gotta think of it like this, man. This lady here, Megan Thee Stallion, is somebody's daughter. If you have a mother, you have if you have kids, your daughter, you have aunts, cousins, what have you have to be women. We gotta protect our women. You can't, pile on a lady for getting shot. The lady got shot, and I just been looking at social media wise about how they're dumping on her, and she's the victim here. I don't get it. I just want to get everybody's thoughts on that. I mean, how can you come to that aid of somebody that not feel for somebody that got shot, and she comes out and says who shot her? And we still don't come to her aid. We're trying to say like, okay, she got shot. Okay, we granted she got shot, but what did she do to deserve being shot? Newsflash: no one deserves to get shot. First, that's the first thing. You can't blame the victim, and that's that's going on here. So that was in my heart. I just wanted to just bring that out there. We got to protect our women out here. We got to protect our black women. We got to protect women in general. We got to do that. And, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion on her performance last week on Saturday Night Live, when she brought that to the national attention. We got to protect our black women, from Sandra Bland, man, to Breonna Taylor. Black women have to be protected, because that could be your mother. That could be your aunt. That could be your daughter. I got 2 daughters, so just something to think about, guys. Just something to think about. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I was able to make you laugh, smile, think during this broadcast, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory, ladies and gentlemen. Please do. Celebrate your victory. As I am going to play the DJ, the role of a DJ. And put on my theme music. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for watching Transition Tuesdays this week. I appreciate you guys, as my man Richie DeLabertis is joining us. What's going on, Richie? Thank you for joining us here on Transition Tuesdays. Better late than never. That's okay. We still pulled you up a plate for our potluck episode. And I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Again, like I told you guys, I was really down. I was going to probably cancel this day, doing it. But I'm glad I did it. I got a chance to vibe and talk to my people, and talk about issues and talk about some topics that are meaningful to you. So I'm glad I did this. I'm really glad I did this. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, you can always follow me on Instagram at rwilltransitions. You can also get my book, Transition Game Plan, Simple Steps to Achieving Personal Success, is right here, okay? I know some of you have got it. That's great. I appreciate it, okay? But those who have not got the book just yet, or if you want to get a second book, just go to Amazon.com. You can order a book, or you can always inbox me, and I can get you an autographed and signed copy of the book, Transition Game Plan. It'd be my honor to do that for you. Okay, we're going to do that. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun. And as we always say in parting, ladies and gentlemen, happy transitioning. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. God bless.